And gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you will be updated on all my future content. So this video is going to be a review of long division. 7,225 divided by 5 is our first example problem, and I'm going to go through step by step how to solve that problem. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to look for the number within the number. We want to divide by the smallest number possible. Only rules: the number inside the square has to be bigger than the number outside the square. Well, bigger or equal to. It can be equal to the number outside the square, but it has to be at least equal to. It has to be greater than or equal to the number outside the square. So let's see if one digit by one digit division is a possibility. 7 is bigger than 5, so there will be a remainder there, but we can actually start out with 7 divided by 5. So 7 divided by 5, if I count by 5s here, 5, that's one group of 5. 10, we're already too far. 10 would already be past 7. So we were able to get one whole group of 5 within 7. And the closest we could get to 7 without going over is 5. So 5 is what we have to subtract to find our remainder. Now let me erase the skip counting down here. So 7 minus 5 equals 2. Next step, we bring down the next number, and the number becomes 22. Now we're going to do 22 divided by 5. So we have to figure out how many groups of 5 go into 22. I'm going to count by 5s now, figure that out. 5, that's one group. 10, two groups of 5. 15, three groups of 5. 20, four groups of 5. Now if I count by 5 again, I'll be at 25, and that'll be too far, but I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 5 within 22. And 20 was as close as I could get to 22 without going over. So 20 is what we need to subtract. 22 minus 20 equals 2. We have a remainder of 2. Next, we bring down our second 2 over here. Again, we have to figure out how many groups of 5 go into 22. We kind of already did that. 5 goes into 22 4 times. And the closest we can get to 22 without going over is 20. So 22 minus 20. So it sort of repeats the same steps there. We have a remainder of 2. Last step is we bring down our final number. We bring down the 5. 25 divided by 5. We got to figure out how many groups of 5 go into 25. So I guess I can do my skip counting up top here for this one, since I don't have any room on the bottom. But 5, that's one group. 10, two groups. 15, three groups of 5. 20, four groups of 5. 25, 5 groups of 5. So 5 goes into 25 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We're able to get 5 groups of 5 within 25. So 25 divided by 5 equals 5. And there is no remainder. So we have our final answer. 7,225 divided by 5 equals 1,445. Alright, I am going to do one more example problem, and then we are going to call it a video. It's the Mr. Camilleri show. It's the Mr. C. It's the Mr. Camilleri Show. Oh. Shout out to Mr. C. Alright. Next example problem. 1,785 divided by 5. So step 1, we look for the digit within the digit. Only rule is the number inside the square has to be equal to or bigger than the number outside the square. So for this problem, we cannot start out with one digit by one digit division because 5 is bigger than 1. We can start out with two digit by one digit division. We can start out 17 is bigger than 5. We were able to do 17 divided by 5. There is going to be a remainder, but we can do that. So we're going to figure out how many groups of 5 go into 17. 5, that's one group. 10, two groups of 5. 15, three groups of 5. Now if I count again by 5, I'll be at 20, and 20 is too far. 20 is too far. But I was able to get 1, 2, 3 groups of 5 within 15. So 17 divided by 5 equals 3. Now 15 was the closest I could get to 17 without going over, so 15 is what we need to subtract. So I'm going to do 17 minus 15, figure out if there is a remainder. 17 minus 15 equals 2. We have a remainder of 2. Next step, we bring down the next number. So we bring down the 8. Now we have 28 divided by 5. So I got to figure out how many groups of 5 go in 28. So counting by 5s again. 5, that's one group. 10, two groups of 5. 15, three groups of 5. I know I got to make my 5s a little neater. 20, four groups of 5. 25, five groups of 5. Now if I count by 5 again, I'll be at 30, and that'll be too far. 30 is too far. But I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 5 within 25. So 25 was as close as I could get to 28 without going over, so we have to subtract 25 from 28 and figure out our remainder. 28 minus 25 equals 3. Next step, we have to bring down the final number. We're going to bring down that 5, and that 3 is going to become a 35. So now we have to do 35 divided by 5. We got to figure out how many groups of 5 go in to 35. So I'm going to count by 5s here. 5, that's one group. 10, two groups of 5. 15, three groups of 5. 20, four groups of 5. 25, five groups of 5. 30, six groups of 5. 35, seven groups of 5. So we had to count by 5 7 times to get to 35. 35 divided by 5 equals 7. And we were able to land right on the number here. So 35 is what we're going to subtract to see if there is a remainder. 5 minus 5 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. There is no remainder. So we have our final answer. 1,785 divided by 5 equals 357. Alright, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video, and if there is an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with in the comments, and I will do a future video on that skill. Until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off. Remember to hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm, and I will see you all next time. I'm Mr. Camilleri, and this is the Mr. Camilleri Show YouTube channel.